And once you can get past that, you know, entitlement ego, because those two are so tied in together, you can get up every day and just start fresh because there's nothing holding on to yesterday. You just move forward and keep going.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
Do you surrender and realize that this is the person that you wanna be or have to be if you want to be in business?
I would love to tell you that there was like a precipitating moment that was just pushed me over the edge with regards to
Wow.
it, but it wasn't. It was a gradual, based on foundational pieces. I was always taught to be curious by my father, and my mom, to question everything. I was very much raised in that way, to look at both sides, to understand that there's a different
Wow, very
perspective for
good.
every individual, those sorts of things. But it was probably, I would say that the moment that really clicked for me was last year. I was working with a coach, with a business coach, and
Wow.
he stopped me and he said, "What is your core value that you want to run your business off of? What do you want to stand for?" And I was thinking about it. I was thinking back through my career about the moments that I have enjoyed most while working. And it was when I knew that I was helping somebody else, when I knew that I was driving value for somebody else in excess of the value that I was receiving, because I knew altruistically that I was doing real good, even though I was still getting a benefit from it, whether it be psychologically or monetarily or anything like that. I knew that the benefit they were getting
Huge.
outweighed the benefit I was receiving. And I decided that that was the foundation that I was going to build every business off of from that point forward. That I was going to ensure anybody who interacts with me receives more benefit from the interaction than I do. Because I'll tell you, every single person wants to come back to you again if they know they're going to get
Absolutely. And
more out
bring
of
the
you
friends.
than, yeah. Yeah. And now customers, clients, they just keep coming back because they know that they're getting the better end of the deal. I
Yeah.
still benefit substantially from it, but I know that they feel great about it because they're always getting the best end of the deal.
Yeah.
They never have to worry if I'm screwing them.
Yeah, they exactly. We have clients like that. We have clients that they buy every product that we launch, even
Exactly.
even without even know the details of the product, because they've been buying our products for so many years now. Everything that
Hmm.
we launch, and again, it's what you said. We have a foundation of our business in the same philosophy. Make sure that we give them massive value,
Yeah.
so they already know that when we're doing something, they're gonna receive massive value. We structure in a way,
Yeah.
and but guess what? They always around for
Yeah. And
years. They
not
are
only that, but they'll
around.
tell you when something isn't working because they
Absolutely,
know that your intention is to drive
absolutely,
value for them. And so
absolutely.
you build that two-way communication by always focusing on ensuring that they're getting value out of the interaction.
And then one is like when you coming from that space, is happening is that your clients turn into your fans, right?
Yes.
So when there is a book from the founder of Metro Bank, yeah, I attend to his book launch in London, and that's the title of his book, Turn Your
Hmm.
Client into Fans. So when you are coming from that space, now your client is not your client, is your fan. Is
Yeah.
he knows the immense value that you provide to them. So now they want to tell everybody about, in the same way that when you see a good movie, you tell
Yeah.
everybody about
That's
human.
right.
So we have people sharing. So when we see something amazing, what
Yeah.
you do, you tell to all your friends, look, this movie was amazing, you should go and see it. So
Hmm.
the issue is that people or entrepreneurs out there, they're worried about, they are like, okay, you pay me this, I give you this. If you don't pay me a little bit more, I don't give you a little bit more. And in
Yeah.
that scarcity mentality is when one of the biggest fundamental of business disappear, which is the long-term value of the client,
Yeah.
right? if you see these broadband companies, they give you 6 months for free. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not because they're good people. It's because
It's
they
because it's great.
understand
It's a great business
they
activity.
understand the
Yeah.
long-term value of the client better than anybody else. So they know that as soon as you put the internet in your house and the thing is working,
Hmm.
that's it. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
how much you pay. You will never touch the thing. You never change the thing. You don't touch it because. So it's about give us most value as possible to the client, and
Yeah.
to work on that process to turn your clients into fun, because
Yeah.
eventually it will pay off big time, because
Yeah.
cost of acquisition is really expensive,
Yes.
especially acquire strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the rule of reciprocity usually wins out, where people will
absolutely.
then they want to return it. There's an inherent social contract that we exist through, and reciprocity is a big part of that. But yeah, I see a lot of the individuals that I work with, whether it be coaches or small businesses, those sorts of things, where they'll say, "Well, I don't want to give away my secret sauce. I don't want to hand that over to somebody." And my argument is, if that somebody was going to go and take what you taught them and do it themselves, they were never going to be a done with you or a done for you client in the first place. They were always going to be a DIY client,
Mhm.
right? Whereas if you give it away, they will come to recognize the value that you bring to the table in terms of not just the knowledge, but the implementation of that strategy. And
Mhm.
they will keep coming back to you in order to get your knowledge, because they know that you are continually growing in your knowledge base as well.
And coming from this space, if you're coming from this space to serve, yeah, I think that, maybe a couple of people, yeah, can do something that was not ethical with whatever you
It's an inevitability. You
give
can't
it.
avoid that.
However, the rest of the people, they will give you a lot of love, a lot of appreciation, and that's the people you want to work. If I tell you a story, look, we have done events in London. We hired certain amount of speakers, yeah, and we do the event in London, and a lot of people show up to the event, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have people from the public that attend to that event, that they go and they speak with all our speakers to put another event to try to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they're launching, the event is empty and they don't even know what happened. And we always say, well, guys, this is, if you want to have an event where you didn't talk to us, we organize in the first place. And
Yeah.
your event would be full if you partner with us. But now you decide that you want to, you want to sit there, grab everything and try to do it yourself. And
Yeah.
now look what happened. It's empty, And then all the speakers calling me, Harry, these people from your event create this one. I went there, I took a plane, and nobody showed up. I'm saying, what it have to do with me? I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know about it. So, however, there were other people that would be amazing that we see at that event. We say, wow, these people are amazing. Let me partner with them. Let's do something bigger. Oh, look, we have foreign sponsors. Let's bring more entrepreneurs. So you're always gonna have in the entrepreneur the type of person. They're always around. They always will be around.
Yep.
But you know what? You change who we are because of this situation. We happen, but still, when we're coming from the space of serving, it's gonna pay off on the long term. Now,
Agreed.
tell us about your companies. Why? Okay, you said that your mom and your dad they raised you in the way of reciprocity. So, are your
And
parents
curiosity.
and curiosity? Okay, your parents are entrepreneurs or?
So my dad ran a financial company here in Canada,
Oh wow!
and my mom was a sales rep for a printing company, and she worked with McDonald's and 7-Eleven and all those sorts of things. I did a long career in finance, about 17 years working in finance, sold about $2 billion worth of product.
Wow.
Left a couple years ago to take on this entrepreneurial
Let's stop
life.
there. So, what happened when you called mom and dad and said, "Listen, I'm leaving my corporate career where they paid me a lot of money and I'm very safe, and you know what? I'm gonna open my own company." So Tell us what happened to the family.
I'm very
Did
fortunate
they
that I
tell you
have.
you crazy or they support you?
No, they very supportive. I'm
Oh
very
my God,
fortunate to
I
have.
can tell, yeah.
I'm very fortunate to have incredible parents, and an incredibly supportive wife, and my three
Oh,
daughters were
oh,
very eager for me to be
your
home a little
wife,
bit
you had
more.
3 daughters. Oh my God.
Hmm.
Okay, anyway, very brave of you, yeah.
Thank you.
So, what? Tell us what made you change? Why you decided to start the entrepreneurial journey and
Hmm.
to give all this up, which is not bad. You were making very
Yeah.
good money. You were very comfortable. You can afford the house of your dream. You can drive whatever car you want, and in finance, you know. So why give it all that up and
Freedom.
to do something very risky? It's just a
Yeah.
your company.
But risk and reward are, intertwined. And
I like what
I
you said,
wanted that
freedom.
freedom. Yeah, I really wanted the freedom. And, with my previous career, it had a lot of travel, a lot of limitations on the ability to find real balance in my life. And I wanted something where I could spend more time with my kids, where I could develop out ideas and concepts and strategies that I couldn't necessarily do in a corporate environment
I
when
have
you've
got
got
you.
a corporate overseer that
Yeah,
says what you can and cannot
yes or no?
do. And this environment allowed me the freedom to embrace my creativity, to be able to come up with things and product ideas and new solutions, and to really address the problems of those people that I wanted to serve rather than just
Absolutely.
selling a product to them. And
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to do. And
I
so
think it is
that's the reason I
fantastic.
moved over to entrepreneurship.
You're speaking like someone that has been an entrepreneur like me for 17 years, you know. Yeah. And let me tell you, I think that that word that you mentioned, freedom, right?
Hmm.
It says a lot, you know, because of course, having your own business is a big
Yeah.
risk.
Yeah.
It's not as risky if you coming from this space that you come in to serve,
Yeah.
because if you coming from the humble with no ego, you will be able to listen to your client, to listen everyone, to listen advice, to listen your coach, to listen your mentor, and these people will guide you into
Yeah.
the right path. Which I think that you have very good energy, and you will find more and more because you somehow you have worked on yourself that you're ready for it. For me, for example, like, you know, and this is something that maybe we can talk about. You know, when you start your business, you nobody knows you, so then you have your first client, and this first client
Hmm.
doesn't pay you, and then you have the first supplier, and then he doesn't give you, and then you start to accumulate this negative baggage, and this negative
Yeah.
baggage accumulate, and now you become angry, you become frustrated,
Yeah. And resentful.
resentful. This sometimes this emotional pain can lead to physical pain. You can see people
Hmm.
and that they don't have time to speak to talk with the children, to talk, and then the whole point of becoming an entrepreneur come a mess just because the person couldn't let go of this negative baggage and
Hmm.
be aligned with good energy, with good vibe again the first day in the morning, and go and say, okay, yesterday was not that good. Today is gonna be
Yeah.
better. So
But
what did
again, that's tied into ego, right? All of that
exactly,
is tied into
exactly,
the ego.
exactly.
and
That's why I
and
love that you started conversation.
do I feel like I deserve to be treated this way? Is this, should somebody be buying from me because of me, right? Rather than getting past that and looking at what are the issues that this person is facing? What are the changes that I have to make in order to address what they need, right? And once you can get past that, you know, entitlement and ego, because those two are so tied in together, you can get up every day and just start fresh because there's nothing holding on to yesterday. You just move forward and keep going.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.